Hello, English learners, and welcome back to English Pod. My name is Marco.
And I'm Erica.
How are you, Erica?
Marco, I'm doing really well today.
You excited?
We've got a great lesson for everyone.
Yes, we have a really common situation where we're going to use real English, right?
Yep, everyday English that people really use.
And that's what we want you to learn. What are we talking about today specifically?
Today we have a really common situation that is a little bit embarrassing.
All right, an embarrassing situation. So let's listen to the dialogue for the first time, and it's going to be kind of fast.
Yeah, but don't worry if you don't understand everything, because after 10 minutes, you'll understand everything.
Perfect. All right, let's listen.
Nick, how's it going?
Oh, hey.
What are you doing in this neighborhood? Do you live around here?
Actually, my office is right around the corner.
It was great to meet you last week at the conference. I really enjoyed our conversation about foreign investment.
Yeah, it was really interesting. You know, I'm in a bit of a hurry, but here's my card. We should definitely meet up again and continue our discussion.
Sure, you still have my contact details, right?
You know what? This is really embarrassing, but your name has just slipped my mind. Can you remind me?
Sure. My name is Anna Ferris. Don't worry about it. It happens to me all the time. I'm terrible with names, too.
Wow, Nick forgot her name.
Yeah, that's happened to me a couple of times, and I'm going to tell you about it a little bit later.
Okay, all right, well, let's start with our 3 language takeaways.
Language takeaway.
So our first word on our language takeaway is in a bit of a hurry.
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 So Nick was in a hurry.
Yeah, that's right. This is a great phrase. So let's listen to 3 examples of how you can use this phrase.
Example 1.
Can you drive faster? I'm in a bit of a hurry.
Example 2.
I can't talk right now. I'm in a bit of a hurry.
Example 3.
I'm in a bit of a hurry, so I'll check these files later.
Okay, so it's clear now. Basically, it means that you don't have time.
You're moving really quickly.
Okay, perfect. Now let's look at our second language takeaway word, and it's contact details.
Contact details.
Contact details.
Contact details.
So what are your contact details?
Basically, this is the information you can find on your business card.
All right, so we have like our name, our telephone number.
Your email address, perhaps your mobile phone number.
So all the useful information so people can get in touch with you.
Yep, so people can phone you or email you. Okay, so contact details.
Great. Okay, so our third word is slipped my mind.
Slipped my mind.
Slipped my mind.
Slipped my mind.
So this is a funny phrase. It's kind of strange, right?
Yeah, slipped my mind. It sounds very weird.
Exactly.
Okay, so now we're going to listen to 2 examples of this phrase. Try and see if you can figure out what it means.
Example 1.
I'm sorry I forgot to respond to your email. It just slipped my mind.
Example 2.
Don't you know what day it is today?
Oh, it's your birthday. It completely slipped my mind.
So slipped my mind is like, I forgot.
You forgot something.
So
Accidentally.
right.
Okay, great. Now it's time for putting it together.
Putting it together.
All right, Erica, why don't you tell our listeners what putting it together is?
Well, putting it together helps you put language together. It helps you be more fluent by knowing how words fit together.
Great, so let's look at our first phrase today, and it's around here.
Around here.
Around here.
Around here. So this is like close by.
Close
right?
by, right.
Yeah.
I can say, for example, is there a bank around here?
Yeah. So is there a bank close to here?
Exactly.
Now, this phrase around here, we can change it a little bit and it means something a little bit different.
Right.
I could say, Marco, there's a great restaurant right around the corner.
Right. And that would mean there is a great restaurant on the other street.
Yep.
Or around the corner.
Yep.
Great. Or we have another example. We can say around there.
Around there.
Right. So for example, I can say Los Angeles is a great city. I used to live around there.
So you used to live near Los Angeles.
Exactly.
All right.
It's a really good phrase and it's really common.
Yeah. Now our next phrase in putting it together is terrible with.
Terrible with.
Terrible with.
Terrible with. So we have a couple of examples that will show you how this phrase works.
Example 1. You're terrible with numbers. You can't even remember your own telephone number. Example 2.
I'm terrible with directions. I'm always getting lost.
Example 3. I'm terrible with faces. I can never remember what people look like.
Wow, I understand that. I'm also terrible with numbers. I can barely add 2 plus 2.
Well, yeah, I guess not everyone is a numbers person.
Yeah.
I'm terrible with faces. I sometimes forget what people look like.
Really?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
So I think it's time now for us to listen to our dialogue a second time.
Okay, this time the dialogue will be a little bit slower.
Right.
So try and listen for some of the words we've just talked about.
Nick, how's it going?
Oh, hey.
What are you doing in this neighborhood? Do you live around here?
Actually, my office is right around the corner.
It was great to meet you last week at the conference. I really enjoyed our conversation about foreign investment.
Yeah, it was really interesting. You know, I'm in a bit of a hurry, but here's my card. We should definitely meet up again and continue our discussion.
Sure. You still have my contact details, right?
You know what? This is really embarrassing, but your name has just slipped my mind. Can you remind me?
Sure. My name is Anna Ferris. Don't worry about it. It happens to me all the time. I'm terrible with names too.
So it's more clear now. You can understand a lot better, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Great. So now it's time for us to take a look at Fluency Builder.
Fluency Builder.
So with Fluency Builder, we take some very simple phrases and show you how you can be more fluent or how you can,
Sound more native.
yeah.
Great. In the beginning of the dialogue, Anna said, Nick, how's it going?
Yeah, this is a great phrase. It sounds really, really natural. You know, sometimes I hear students say, how are you?
Or how are you doing?
Those are 2 great phrases, but this one sounds really, really natural.
It just sounds more casual.
Yeah, let's listen again to that phrase from the dialogue.
How's it going? How's it going?
Great. So next time that you find a friend on the street, you can just say, hey, how's it going?
Yeah. So Marco, have you ever forgotten someone's name?
Yeah, it's happened to me a couple of times. And actually, the most embarrassing situation was that I forgot a family member's name.
No, a
Yeah.
family member's name.
We had like a family reunion and there were a lot of aunts and uncles and cousins that I hadn't seen in a while, and I just forgot one of my uncle's names, and I was...
Uh-oh, that's pretty embarrassing.
Yeah.
So what did you do?
Well, I had to ask one of my other cousins. I'm like, hey, who is that guy? He's like, oh, that's Uncle John. I'm like, oh, man, I totally forgot. Yeah, so it was really embarrassing because I didn't know what to call him, so I just called him Uncle because I didn't know his name.
Hi, Uncle.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So when that happens to me, when I'm in a business setting, sometimes what I do is I ask for someone's card.
Ah, yeah, that's the good technique.
Yeah, or sometimes I might ask them to write down their email. Because usually their full name is spelled out in their email address. So that's my trick when I've forgotten someone's name.
That's a good trick, and I
Yeah.
guess a lot of our listeners can take your advice on that.
Okay, so I think it's time for us to listen to our dialogue one more time, this time at natural speed.
Nick, how's it going?
Oh, hey.
What are you doing in this neighborhood? Do you live around here?
Actually, my office is right around the corner.
It was great to meet you last week at the conference. I really enjoyed our conversation about foreign investment.
Yeah, it was really interesting. You know, I'm in a bit of a hurry, but here's my card. We should definitely meet up again and continue our discussion.
Sure, you still have my contact details, right?
You know what? This is really embarrassing, but your name has just slipped my mind. Can you remind me?
Sure. My name is Anna Ferris. Don't worry about it. It happens to me all the time. I'm terrible with names, too.
Well, I hope that you've all enjoyed our lesson for today. And remember to check out our website at englishpod.com.
where you can find a lot of other resources and you can leave all your questions and comments.
Yeah, Marco and I are always on the site, so we're happy to answer all of your questions.
Exactly. So now it's time for us to say
Goodbye.
Bye. The English Pod Audio Review. Listen to the meaning, then say the vocabulary word.
How are you?
How's it going?
Close to here.
Around here.
On the next street.
Around the corner.
Moving quickly. Having no time.
In a bit of a hurry.
Information required to contact someone. For example, telephone number, email address.
Contact details.
Been forgotten.
Slip my mind.
Bad at.
Terrible with.
Close to there.
Around there.
To know and remember someone or something you have seen before.
To recognize.
Someone you know, but who is not a close friend.
Acquaintance.
Move quickly. Not have much time.
In a rush.
Forgetting things easily.
Forgetful. Let's try that faster.
Bad at.
Terrible with.
Forgetting things easily.
Forgetful.
To know and remember someone or something you have seen before.
To recognize.
Close to there.
Around there.
Moving quickly. Having no time.
In a bit of a hurry.
Close to here.
Around here.
Move quickly. Not have much time.
In a rush.
How are you?
How's it going?
On the next street.
Around the corner.
Information required to contact someone. For example, telephone number, email address.
Contact details.
Someone you know, but who is not a close friend.
Acquaintance.
Been forgotten.
Slip my mind. Now say the word and hear it in a sentence. Around here. Excuse me, is there a bakery around here? Around here. Did I leave my keys somewhere around here? Around here. There is a really good restaurant right around here. If you are looking for a bank, there is one right around the corner. You can find a parking space right around the corner. There used to be a supermarket right around the corner, but it went out of business. I'm in a bit of a hurry now, so I will talk to you later. His wife was having a baby, so he was in a bit of a hurry. Can you drive faster? I'm in a bit of a hurry. Contact details. Isabel, do you have the contact details of our internet service provider? Contact details. Here is my card with all my contact details. Contact details. I don't have your contact details. Slip my mind. I'm sorry I forgot to respond to your email. It just slipped my mind. Slip my mind. I forgot I had a dentist appointment this afternoon. It must have slipped my mind. Slip my mind. I'm sorry I forgot your birthday. It completely slipped my mind. Terrible with. I always make mistakes with the budget. I'm terrible with numbers. Terrible with. I am terrible with directions. I always get lost. Terrible with. Every time I turn on the computer, something happens. I'm terrible with technology.
Before we begin, I just want to say something to you, my dear listeners. I've spent a lot of time creating this story with all my heart because I truly want to help you learn, grow, and feel inspired in your English journey. I know that learning a new language can sometimes feel hard, but I believe in you. Every time you listen, every time you repeat a phrase or understand something new, you're moving closer to confidence and fluency. So this story is for you, for your dreams, your goals, and your courage to keep learning. Thank you for being here, and thank you for being part of this English learning family.
Hi, welcome! Are you ready to listen to our story? Because what I'm about to tell you happens to almost everyone, even the most confident people in the world. Imagine this. You're walking down the street, feeling good, maybe listening to your favorite music, when suddenly someone waves at you. You smile, wave back, and then panic. You can't remember their name. You know their face, their smile, maybe even where you met them, but their name? Completely gone. It has slipped your mind. That exact thing happened to me last week. I was walking through the city, and suddenly a man stopped me with a big grin. "Hey, how's it going?" he said. He looked familiar. His face reminded me of someone from a conference I'd attended months ago. My brain was racing. Who is this guy? My mind felt like an empty notebook, not a single word written on the page. I smiled and said, "Oh, hey, I didn't expect to see you around here." Around here, by the way, means in this place, in this neighborhood. You can use it all the time in daily English. Is there a good coffee shop around here? Or do you live around here? It sounds natural and friendly. He laughed, saying, yeah, my office is right around the corner. That means very close by. Around the corner is such a handy expression when you talk about places nearby. We chatted for a moment about work, and I tried to act calm, but deep inside, I was sweating. I thought, come on, brain, give me his name. I was in a bit of a hurry too, which means I didn't have much time, but not because I needed to go somewhere. No, I was in a hurry to remember before it got more awkward. He pulled out his phone and said, hey, we should meet up sometime. You still have my contact details, right? My smile froze. Contact details? That phrase means your phone number, your email, or any way someone can reach you. But the truth was, I didn't even have his name. That's when I decided to use one of my secret tricks. If you ever forget someone's name, don't panic. You can ask them to write down their email address or say something like, could you remind me how you spell your name? That little phrase can save you from total embarrassment. So I looked at him, smiled, and said, oh, could you remind me how you spell your name again? And he said, sure, it's Brian, B-R-I-A-N. My heart sighed in relief. Brian. Of course, I remembered everything in an instant, where we met, what we talked about, even the joke he told. It's funny how our brains work. Sometimes names just slip our mind, and that's okay. It happens to everyone. What matters is how we handle the situation, with kindness, honesty, and maybe a bit of humor. And you know what? After that day, I realized something powerful about communication. It's not just about remembering words or names, it's about being real. When you speak naturally, use simple, friendly expressions like, how's it going? Or, what are you doing around here? You sound more confident, more human. And that's what great English is all about. Connection, not perfection. The next morning, I was sitting in my favorite cafe, sipping my coffee and thinking about that awkward moment with Brian. You know when someone's name completely slips your mind? It's like your brain just takes a short vacation without permission. But instead of feeling bad, I decided to turn that moment into a lesson, not just for English learning, but for life. As I looked around, I noticed a young woman sitting near the window, typing quickly on her laptop. She looked stressed, maybe in a bit of a hurry. That phrase, by the way, is so useful. When you say, I am in a bit of a hurry, you're telling someone that you don't have much time, but you're still being polite. It's softer and friendlier than just saying, I'm busy. Anyway, she accidentally dropped her phone, and I bent down to pick it up. She smiled gratefully and said, thanks so much. I'm so clumsy with my things. I smiled back and said, no worries. I'm terrible with names, but you seem to be terrible with phones. She laughed. Terrible with, it's such a natural phrase in English. You can be terrible with directions, terrible with technology, or terrible with money. It's a great way to talk about the things you're not good at, and it often makes people laugh because it's so real. She said, oh, tell me about it. Yesterday, I called my friend Sophie instead of Sonia. So embarrassing. I nodded, laughing. See? Happens to everyone. Our brains just get full sometimes. We started talking, and in a few minutes, I learned that she was an architect working nearby. She said, I actually live around here, just a few blocks away. Around here, again, such a perfect little phrase. It makes conversations sound warm and easy. When people talk about their city, their neighborhood, or their workplace, they love using it. As we talked, I noticed how easily English can connect strangers. Simple phrases can open doors. You don't need perfect grammar to make friends. You just need the right attitude. Confidence is more important than perfection. When you make mistakes but keep talking, people don't laugh at you. They connect with you. The woman told me, you speak English so naturally. Did you ever feel nervous when you started learning? I smiled. Oh, of course. I used to be afraid of forgetting words or saying things wrong, but then I realized that even native speakers forget names, make grammar mistakes, or get nervous. So why should I worry? That's when she said something I'll never forget. So maybe it's not about being perfect, she said. It's about being human. And she was right. Every conversation is a chance to practice not only English, but also confidence, kindness, and presence. Even forgetting someone's name can turn into a moment of laughter, learning, or even friendship, if you stay open and real. As she stood up to leave, she smiled and said, "I'd love to continue this chat sometime. Do you have your contact details?" I laughed. This time I was ready. I handed her my card and said, "Now you won't forget my name." She smiled, took the card, and said, "Don't worry, it won't slip my mind." And in that moment, I realized every small mistake, every tiny awkward moment, is just another step toward becoming more fluent, more confident, and more real in English and in life. Later that week, I went to a networking event, one of those places where everyone wears name tags and pretends to remember each other's names. The room was full of friendly faces, but honestly, my mind was a blur. Who was who? I smiled, nodded, and hoped my memory would cooperate this time. As I stood near the snack table, someone called out, "Hey, long time no see!" I turned and saw a man walking toward me with a big smile. I recognized him instantly. Brian, the guy whose name had slipped my mind just days ago. This time, I felt completely relaxed. I greeted him confidently. "Brian, great to see you again." He laughed and said, "Wow, you remembered my name this time." We both laughed, and I realized something powerful. Confidence changes everything. When you stop being afraid of making mistakes, your English suddenly feels smoother, easier, more natural. Words start to flow because your focus isn't on being perfect, it's on connecting. Brian and I started chatting, and soon a small group joined us. Some were native speakers, others were learners like me. One woman from Japan said shyly, "Sorry, I forgot your name. It slipped my mind." Everyone smiled because they understood. She had just used a perfect idiom in a real situation. Slipped my mind. That's real English learning. Not memorizing lists, but living the language. I told her, "Don't worry. It happens to everyone. I used to be terrible with names too. But you know what helped me? Connecting names with something personal." I explained my trick. When I meet someone named Anna, I think of Anna and apples, both start with A. When I meet a Brian, I think of Brian, the bright guy. The group laughed, but they also saw how small techniques can make learning fun and unforgettable. As the night went on, I realized something deeper. Speaking English isn't just about grammar or vocabulary, it's about building bridges. Every time we say, "How's it going?" or "What do you do around here?" we're not just practicing phrases, we're creating human connection. When I was leaving the event, Brian shook my hand and said, "You've really improved your confidence. What's your secret?" I smiled and said, "It's simple. I stopped chasing perfection. I started chasing connection." And that's the truth. Whether you're terrible with directions, in a bit of a hurry, or your friend's name just slips your mind, none of it matters. What matters is how you respond, how you grow, and how you keep communicating with warmth and honesty. So, if you ever feel embarrassed, remember this story. Mistakes are not failures, they're teachers. They remind us to laugh, to learn, and to keep going. Every time you open your mouth to speak English, you're not just learning a language, you're becoming braver, wiser, and more connected to the world. Thank you for being a part of Best English Podcast Zone.